Hi, I'm Melanie Boris, and the group I chose was the African American culture. I chose them because I wanted to learn more about them and see what I can find. According to our textbook by Hayes and Earford, Developing Multicultural Counseling Competence, a Systematic Approach, year 2018, there is a long history that exists among Black women working in and outside of the home, while Black men experience challenges among social status and limited access to power. African American women see their working in and outside of the home as a source of strength and also a great resource. There are many issues facing the African American culture today. I chose to reflect on the occupational issues. According to Weller, article title African Americans Face Systematic Obstacles to Getting Good Jobs, year 2022. There are two occupational issues that stood out to me that I would like to discuss. I found in my article there is a higher rate of unemployment among the African American workers, and they are considered to work in bad condition jobs. Due to this fact, when compared to the white Americans, the African Americans experience lower pay as well as less benefits than the white Americans. The African American culture is also said in this article to work in jobs that are considered to be not as stable as those that are held by the white American workers. When looking at the same article and reflecting, I also found the labor market for African American workers to be considered worse than the white Americans, and this is still an issue that is continuing and ongoing today. I found that Black women are often considered having bad jobs as well as affected by the financial burdens that exist by doing so. According to my article, the same one, some other things I found was 84.4% of Black mothers are breadwinners, and they are facing the burden in the labor market as well as having a hard time finding a job, keeping a job compared to white Americans. I also found this interesting. In my same article, it talked about lower paying jobs and just how they have a hard time, and there is a gap in the pay for Black women in general. According to my research, I have found in ThriveWorks, titled Person-Centered Therapy, the Best Approach to Therapy for Black Men and Women, which was written in 2025, I have found that for the Black African American culture, person-centered therapy would work best for the psychological theory. This counseling theory for the African American culture would benefit Black men as well as women, due to the fact that we can create a safe space for the entire session. Person-centered therapy would be helpful for the counseling theory in the African American culture due to the fact that each session you are able to discover solutions to the problems you are facing. The therapist's role is to listen and to ensure that there is a self-discovering journey that takes place for the client. This helps with low self-esteem, grief, depression, and anxiety. It allows for the counselor to be a listening ear and to also grant great options for clients suffering with any mental health conditions, anxiety, grief, depression, and to help them with those sort of issues they are facing. This theory is also helpful as a way to hear yourself as well as for the client to experience their thoughts and feelings as well as gain support from doing so. They are able to experience empathy and understanding from their counselors that can help them with their issues they are facing. According to NAMI, also known as National Alliance on Mental Illness, the year 2024, article title Black African American. The African American culture discusses cultural barriers that they are currently facing. Being that it is the African American culture, there is a lot of racism that exists in the world today. There is also discrimination and inequality that can affect the mental health of any African American. It is very hard to go through this, and they struggle with this. They feel they are being treated less than because of the color of their skin. And sadly, this is still an issue today. I found this very interesting. In the year 2020, 10.4 of Black adults in the USA had no at all form of health insurance, and this is according to my NAMI article 2024. That was an interesting fact that I found, as well as social economic factors allow for treatment to be less available to the African American culture. Many people in the African American culture often rely on their faith as a way to gain support from anything that is included in the mental health area, as well as support for medical diagnosis. The faith option is a better option and a more popular option because it is considered a source of strength to the African American culture. I might mitigate the racism as a professional counselor because I don't care the color of people's skin. I'm going to counsel you regardless. I'm not going to hold that against you. I'm not prejudiced at all against any different people or anyone who has different values than me, so I would counsel you regardless. I would make sure they feel comfortable, make sure they feel safe, and I would definitely make sure that I provide good services to them. I would try to find out if there's any boundary issues with them, if they don't want to talk about a certain thing due to maybe my culture or anything like that. If they're fully comfortable, though, I would definitely open it for discussion. Whatever they would like to talk about, I'm going to be the listening ear for them and help them. It's sad that there's a lot of cultural barriers with seeking counseling because some counseling centers don't allow a specific race of people to be seen, but I think most do today. I just think there's still that discrimination thing playing out more so than anything else, but it's just sad that it has to be that way. I hope you enjoyed this video.